Okay, so we are live in our custom Canva class for the Babylon Breast Cancer Coalition, and we are coming directly from there. Hold on a second. Let me just turn up the gain on this because I have Bev with me. I've got, okay. Oh boy. Okay, so uh, basically, what I'm going to show you is the two pieces of information that you need to put up in here. And it really is the content, the images. And then the other part is going to be the captions or the text. Okay. So the first thing we do is we go to mypostrotator.com. I know it says social rotation up here, but it's basically the same thing. The MyPostRotator is my version of the software. So you're going to go to my dot post rotator. Oh, you know what? You don't even have to do it like that. If you go directly to my website, mypostrotator.com. Here. Oh boy. Yeah, like right away. As soon as I get started. Okay, waiting. Okay, we've got that. So this is the login, and your guys' login is going to be your email address and your password, which we're not going to say out loud right now. At pound.
Mm-hmm. Any water next door?
All right,
I
so
look closely at that corner. It's really badly damaged.
breastcancer.org. Mm-hmm. All right, so we'll just check that, see what happened. No, I don't want to use. It's taken a little while. We did the reset already. We don't need that. I do not know why. Info at babylonbreastcancer.org. That is correct. And maybe it is me not adding 1 8 at pound.
Mm-hmm.
At pound. Okay. And we're logging in. We were just in there too, and I logged back out. Okay, let's figure out what's going on with the password. Okay, that's not the thing that's most pressing for me. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That part has to be wrong, but no, that's
Sometimes
fine.
it's like transpose a number of letters or whatever.
So I'm going directly to the actual website, and then you click the login button. And I'm hoping it gives me a fresh, clean info at r.org. What is happening? Everything is in caps now. That might be the problem. Maybe everything was in caps. Two one eight or 281.
218.
Okay. All right.
Or basement.
It's okay.
Try to recruit Andrea and
Angie, that's
Angie
sort.
to help sort as well. See if they're both going to come in this way. I told them about 20 to 30 minutes just to review where everything's going to go and how. And like it was Michelle Martin's. I was doing from home before, and her application wasn't scanned in, so I couldn't see her demo page to see what her income and all that was.
Mm.
So that's not being done anymore. It was, but it's
Mm.
a lot of things that
Yeah.
like falling. And if they're touching a chart, they can also check all these things and do
Right.
it.
Right.
So,
For the stuff next door, what do you think? You put like all the smalls here, the
Mhm.
mediums
and
of
then
each
big,
item,
small,
and then just smalls. Everybody gets one small of everything,
of everything, yeah.
and just goes
And
around.
take it, yeah. I went in there with who was he? Allison Roberts came in
Mhm.
on Friday, and I didn't recognize her. But she had come in initially with her husband and her daughter. Hair and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, like, nice to meet you. She's like, no, I met. I came in with my husband and I was like, oops. But I went in there with her quick and I was like, you know what, it's just easier. It was getting warm. It's the end of the day. And I said, you know what, let's just wait. I started trying to pull sizes and that, but it wasn't working.
No, we got to sort each item in size order, and then
Yeah, but we
that's
have to also
easy.
try to figure out because the sizes are cut out.
Yeah.
All those button-up shirts too.
on the button-ups too.
Yeah.
I know the velvet ones.
Yeah, both types of button-ups are the sizes are cut out. So once we figure out what we think is a small, medium,
Yeah.
large,
You probably could use the dress because the dress is somewhat fitted. You could probably use the dress as a size template, if you will.
yeah. Or if, like, say, Aunt Vanjie is a large, she'll
Mhm.
put one on and say, okay, this fits me. I'm a large or a medium, and kind of go from there. Well, I can really figure out.
Yeah, but that red dress is kind of like a fitted,
Yeah, and
So, like, if you said, okay,
the
that's
largest
12.
size I saw in there was a 12, I think.
Yeah.
It might just be a petite type of a.
Of the dresses, you mean?
Yeah, unless
Oh.
further down in the box there's larger sizes. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not getting in?
We're in. Finally.
Yay!
So
All
what
right.
happened? It didn't take the
I
reset? Or?
don't know
You're gonna
what.
reset it again.
You had to reset it again. Exactly.
Okay.
What I think is happening here is when we reset, it doesn't go to the other
Yeah, it doesn't work right away.
MyPostRotator. It goes to socialrotation.app.
Oh.
And that is not the domain that we generally use. So I think what was happening is it just wasn't finding it. But anyway, we're in. So bottom line is when you log in, however you log in, when you guys do log in, I can reset that for you, or it can be reset by basically saying you get in here. And the first thing you're going to see is your dashboard. So in your dashboard is going to immediately show you what is the upcoming content. And from the previous video that I did today, I put in some of the content for you already. And so this is actually going to be posting at 10:10 a.m. We can change this as well. I'm just letting you know that this is here. And I wanted to show you exactly how we get it. So the first things first is you purchased what we call custom content. We have done for you content and we have custom content. You purchase custom content. So as a result, you have custom stuff that I pulled into and created in Canva. I have a folder over here, over in the Canva that has several different pieces that I've built for you guys. Put your logo on it, and all. This is basically the information that has all your brand colors and your information with, and that's what the BBCC Evergreen brand content is. But you also have quotes You also have tips, and I've actually put the tips in there already. I've put the quotes in there already. What I want to show you how we actually would do that is with the evergreen. So you've got the evergreen brand content. This is not necessarily something that you will have to do, but I'm just going to show you how to do it regardless. So you have 46 pieces of content here. I'm going to click on this and open it up in Canva. And these will all be available to you regardless of whether or not you wish to or not. This will all be available to you in both zip format file and in the Canva file. And this Canva file allows you to actually come in here and make edits. So this is your evergreen brand content, and what we do here is, sorry guys, this is very slow. All right, so if I'm scrolling up and down here, I can show you all of the content that's in here. And I'm sure you've seen this when I sent the sent this over for you to take a look at. Let's see if we close this, because maybe that's drawing some of the information here. All right, good. Lyndon Hurst. All right, so all of these pieces here are already set up. The idea would be now to get them from here into MyPostRotator, okay? And so here's one about your story, about who you are. Here's one, another one about your story, who we are. The idea is to get as much information about you out as possible in bite-sized content pieces. So that's what these are. All right, so when you're sharing this out, when you are downloading these, you click the share button up in the upper right-hand corner over here. You're going to click share. And then you are going to go down here to click download. And what will happen is all of the downloaded images will come down into a zip file. So I'm not sure exactly where your zip happens, but this is where it will be. Right? I use PNG because PNG has high quality, right? The size is not going to be as big, but definitely use the PNG because it has better quality than JPEG.
Oh, I just learned something new today.
Right, but you could also download as a video. You could also download as a GIF or GIF, depending on how you want to call it. But there are multiple different formats that you can download from here, depending on what you actually created on the screen, right? So now we're going to click download, and I'm going to get all of the pages. And the truth is, we don't need all of these pages because some of them actually are just like the brand content sheet. You don't really need that, but I'm doing it so that when we get them into MyPostRotator, I can do an edit and show you guys how you would take things out that you do not want. Okay. So right now it is downloading. You can see it over here. It is downloading.
So that way they're kept in Canva if you ever do want them.
If you ever do want them, you could say to me, Ryan, number 54 needs to be changed because a person has been removed from the board, right? Now, if I take those out of here, number 54 could now become number 49 or number 52. But in this way, while we have this, we know exactly what we're working with. You will be able to access this. You'll be able to see right here. It says page 9. But however, if you add a page title, just know that once you add a page title, it changes it. But I'm right now, I just want to show you. So look over in the lower right-hand corner. Okay, that might be difficult to see because what's happening on the screen is that my face is taking up that space. Yes. Hold on a second. Come on. Here, yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to take myself off of here. Just leave it like this. Okay, so now we see the full screen. Okay, so now 46 items have been put into a zip file here. I'm going to open show in the folder where it is. So now it's gone into your downloads because you've downloaded it and the zip file has gone into your downloads file, right? So it says BBCC Evergreen brand content. You want to take a look and see what's in here. You can extract all. It's going to put it into a folder that's basically in the same place with the same name. And see, these are all of the pieces that are now downloaded to your hard drive, and you can do it. But the beauty of MyPostRotator is that you don't have to go through here and click these one at a time and do whatever it is. You're going to upload the zip file, and it's going to take all of them in. Now, as you look at it, you can see it's got 1, 4, and the reason why is because some of these were renamed, like memoirs, whatever. If they are changed the names, then it takes it out of the numerical order and puts it somewhere else. But bottom line is you've got files that have numbers on them, and this is 1.png, 4.png, 5.png, 6.png. This is important because later on when I show you how we're going to upload the captions, you're going to see it from here. So right now, and to be honest with you, you're probably never going to have to deal with this because I'm going to be doing all of this. So look at this even this image right here. It says remove. We're going to upload it, but we're still going to remove that. Okay, so click here. So BBC Evergreen brand content is in the zip file and ready to go. Okay, so if we go into MyPostRotator, okay, where we would be uploading this is in the content area. So we're going to your content and we're going to create a new bucket. You have ordered custom content, and so that's why we'll be creating your bucket. But the truth is there is also pre-built content in here that is done for you content that exists, and I'll show you what's going on with that later on. But right now you're going to create your bucket. Click on your buckets. You're going to see that I already have put some in here. The quotes are in here. The tips are in here. This is from that event that we did for the love of mom. It had 5 pieces in there. Holidays 2022 are in there. So Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas, exactly. All of that is in here. And this says post now. Anytime you are going to post something like right away, it'll stick it into this little bucket down here, which is not a bucket that we use on a regular basis. It just creates it so that when you're pushing things through, it'll be there, right?
Okay, so let me ask you a question. If I have a flyer like this guy,
okay,
I have it as a JPEG, I have it as a
and it's on here already. Here's what you're going to do.
Like, how do I get it?
You're going to go to the dashboard,
and
right at the top of the dashboard, it's going to say post now. See here, this guy right here, this up. You come to that, and you're going to click that, and you're going to choose a file. And right now, what do we have? We've got this open, right? So say we want to take that. We take this file, number 28. We go open. It's chosen a file. This is taking a little while because the computer is a little slow today. But I see this is the same image that I just picked up. It right now it is saying it's going to go to all 4 of these places, these 4 destinations. You guys don't have a Twitter connected. You don't have I think LinkedIn is not connected as well. So that's why it's not actually lighting up with any of those. But literally, if I wanted to, I could take it off of the Facebook page. I could take it off of the Facebook group. I could take it off of the Instagram. I could take it off of, so say I just want a specific place. Say this was very specific and we wanted to get something out just to Google My Business. You could do that. You could say, put in your option, get involved very quickly. And then you would just say, click right here, post now. Or if you wanted to schedule it for another time, you can click schedule, and it's going to give you a date and time that you can set it up for.
Okay, but what if I have, this is in my files on my computer.
On your computer.
So I have to put it into Canva first, or
no,
can I?
No.
I can just browse my files.
Yes.
It's already a PDF.
Yep.
I can just.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So it does. I don't believe it takes PDFs. It will take you'll take a JPEG, it will take a PNG, and it will take a GIF. It will also take links to, say, a particular article about breast cancer that you know what the link is. You can actually add the link. So this is the link here.
Mm-hmm.
This allows you to upload the file that you would like. This, I think, is, what is this, garbage? Deleting things out. This is GIF. And this is if you wanted to design it in Canva. You can literally design it in Canva, then come back in here and post it up and send it out. But say this one piece, that's where I went to the folder on your computer to pull this up. I know generally, I know that might have been a little confusing because I opened those up and set it up, but that's not generally what you would do. You would, if you just wanted that one piece, you could find it anywhere. Say I wanted to change this. I don't like this particular image. I'd change it. Click this one out. This is not the one I want. I want a different one. So I'm going to choose a file. Okay, what file are we going to choose? It doesn't have to be one of these. It could be, what's this? I don't know what that is. It's not showing me anything either.
So where do you have that? Let's choose that file. Where do you have? Let's
try the. You were going to do the Performax golf outing. Let's try that one.
Okay.
Because I don't have this.
You have that on here on this computer?
Yes. If you.
Okay. Where would I go?
Go into. Well, just click on transportation. We'll just get out of it and go. Okay. Now click on participants. We're going to back up to.
Oh, active participants?
Yeah, just keep clicking till we get to documents. Okay, documents. Okay, so go to documents and then go to fundraisers, miscellaneous fundraisers, and then go to Performax, PER. Just type in a P.
Yes, down here. Yeah, you're probably faster if you were doing it that way, right? Performax. Hello. Oh, now it's showing me every B.
Yeah,
That's
no,
funny.
let's get out of that.
Oh, wait. Performax. This is it, 2022?
Yeah.
It's the folder.
Now I got to take this. It's not showing anything.
There's nothing in the folder.
All right, let me put it in the folder. I don't know why it wouldn't be in the folder.
So did your kids miss you while you were away?
You know, sometimes it's hard to tell with kids.
I know.
Kids are weird. Like, it does seem that way, but sometimes you're like, did they? Did they really?
Right, I know.
Yeah. They came to pick me up at the airport, and they were just like, hi. Like,
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, they've been busy. It's the end of the year.
I don't want to hear any of that. Sorry. It was a Saturday. What does it take to give your dad a hug? It was just silly. Is it? Also, it would have been in golf, but in general, okay. So
yeah, she's putting it in the folder.
yeah, I'm not finding this right now, but I'm going to close it because regardless, I'd have to reopen the folder. But when we do choose the file and set it up, it is. We're going to say.
Back in.
You think it's going to find it now? Okay, let's go. Choose file.
Choose file.
And where were we again?
Go to documents.
No, this is
No,
not.
you got to.
I got to go
We
back
don't have
to
one of those links.
participants.
Yeah, go to then click documents.
Here.
Now click fundraisers.
Fundraisers. Okay.
Now click miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous. Miscellaneous. Okay.
Associated. And now try Performax. You can scroll down if it's easier.
Yeah. Probably. Let's see. PER. Here we go. Oh,
And there
there
it
we
is.
go. And this is a image. Great. So look at that. Now we're going to schedule it to your Facebook page. We're going to schedule it to your group. We're going to schedule
Instagram.
it to your Instagram.
Now, what group
Send
are
it
you
out
referring
here.
to?
The group that it goes to right now is the one about Gravel, the Rocks the Raffle.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it goes to that group right now. You could change it different, put it in a different group. But what happened is when I logged in here, because I'm an admin of your group and of your page, that's what it set up. As a matter of fact, I do want you to change this, because what is going to happen, and connect your Facebook page in here, because what's going to happen is whenever I post something to that group, what will happen is it's going to say Ryan posted it, but it needs to come from one of the volunteers.
Okay.
All right, so we could literally say, what are we saying here about Performax?
Come and join us.
Come and join us for this, or
For a
come
golf outing.
for a golf outing.
Thursday, July 21st.
My 31st?
21st.
21st. Okay. Here we go.
Benefiting the Battle and Breast Cancer Coalition and the Women of West Islip. Well, it's another not-for-profit, believe it or not.
It's not breast. Breeds. Yes. Tion. And the Women of West Islip.
Do we want to put a phone number in there for her, or
yeah, you could put it.
Call blah 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 for details. I'll get you blah blah blah.
Okay. For additional details, call.
Is it right on there? The bottom left corner? What was that? No, it's an address.
It might be.
Let's see from back here.
This is all. Excuse me. All proceeds donated to Thursday, July 21st. After party at Lions Den.
Yeah, no. Huh? Okay.
No. Women of West Barbara and
the flyer doesn't have that on it.
Performax and times.
Okay. Call 631-586-6616. And press 7.
Okay. We're looking forward to fun with. Here's the thing. Oh, I am scheduling this one piece like this, but the truth is we want this. We've actually wanted this one in a rotation. Yes.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not going to use the watermark because we already have the Babylon Breast Cancer Coalition down here, but we actually wanted this one to be
that's not exactly, it's a one and done, but it isn't a one and done.
It isn't a one and done. So this is actually not where we would normally do this, but I'll show you later on.
You can't go into the calendar and set this up?
No, what we'd make it into a bucket. Even though it's one piece, it would still be a bucket, and that bucket would be pulled from on a regular basis. But on a one and done, you're just posting one time, so you're not really, you know what I mean?
I'm sorry.
So let's say 3 3. I like to do weird numbers, numerologic, funny numbers, because I think it tricks the. Well, that's fine. Oh, 2:50 p.m. That's not good. That's now.
That passed already.
All right. So 3. That's not even okay. 3:50 p.m. is fine. Or you see, that's why it's doing now. But okay, and schedule. Not now. What are you doing with now? It's moving so slow. I'm not sure what. Okay. Okay, so let's change that. Is it? Okay. All right. Ladies, it's kind of moving slow on this computer. I don't know what to tell you. All right, so your content has been scheduled. Oh, this drives me nuts. Every time I see that, it drives me nuts. But I'm not the developer, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
But you go refresh, and what should happen is upcoming content. There you go. So
Okay.
that is literally coming
So now,
up.
if we wanted to set it in a bucket, how would we do that?
Okay, so that's literally what we were working up to. So let me finish what I was
Okay.
doing, and then we'll come back and put it into a bucket. All right, so. All right, where were we? We've got our content here. And these are the current buckets that you have, your custom buckets. All right, BBC quotes, BBC tips, blah, 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 blah. Now, basically, you create a new content bucket, and you can either do one or two things when you do it. You can either upload pieces bit by bit or all at a time. I'm going to call this your BBCC
Miscellaneous, can you do? Or
Yeah, we could call it miscellaneous. Or is that what you want? You want to do? You're still on the whatchamacallit. Okay.
what about
So
BBCC fundraisers?
and, temporary.
Delaying in the typing.
Yeah.
Sometimes that it happens on these computers. I don't know why.
Yeah, temporary posts for upcoming. Okay, so we're creating the bucket. We've named it, and we've given a little bit of a description. And so what you are going to do now is pull a piece into here. You can either upload that piece as a link, an image. You can make it here and click a GIF, or you can go and get it as a zip file. In this particular case, we're getting this one piece. And so we're going to click choose the file. And then it's going right back to the Performance Skullfire, because that's where we were right now. But, normally you would scrounge around in here and try to figure out where to. But it's coming to it. It's going to go open. And now that is in here. And we're going to say save. Okay. So this piece is the only piece right now in this particular content bucket. But say on a regular basis, you had you want to post out on Tuesdays and Thursdays all of the fundraiser events that you have coming up. So this bucket would then basically be that bucket where you put that sort of thing in there. But you can specifically say what you want in each caption, regardless of what is going on. You've got this one piece, so you're going to add the content. Good. All right, so this is the bucket. It's good to go, except for the fact that we need to add some information down here. We're going to edit the caption.
Busy man.
Yeah, whenever.
You're doing something else.
Yeah, that's what happens. Right now it's saying use the watermark. We don't need to use the watermark. We're not going to use that. us on Thursday,
July 21st.
July 21st.
Can you just do a
for
copy and a paste from the other?
I could, but we're kind of in the
Okay,
yeah. It's one of
alright,
those
so-
things where if I come out, then it's
Yeah.
comes the thing. See how it's trying to put that there, even
Yeah.
though I've told it no to the watermark. So eventually it'll take it back off.
Okay.
Join us on Thursday, July 24th for the Performax.
Second annual golf classic.
We did it again. Breets again with the Breets.
Call 631. Oh, Breets.
Yeah. It's just being too fast at it. Slow down. Stay. Oh, I haven't put coalition in there, have I? Lition. What are they called? Women of West Islip?
And Women of West Islip, yeah.
What kind of nonprofit?
I looked it up. They are 501c3. I think they just assist like people who are in crisis mode in the Islip community. Not breast cancer related.
Right.
Just,
In general, right?
yeah.
I wonder if West Islip Coalition uses them for anything.
I don't know.
631.
631 586 6616 and press 7.
We're looking forward.
I really didn't pull this one. I had a client from our area call Friday, and she told him many times she doesn't believe that.
Okay, so that is the post. That's going to be the first caption. And on Facebook, you can actually you can put a different message down here for Twitter. It does that because Twitter only has 280, only allows 280 control characters. Okay. What I will do is if it does cut off, see we're below the 280 character limit. But if it does cut off, I'd usually, edit this.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So what I usually put in your first comment afterwards is instead of detailed information like that, it doesn't like that. Like Google My Business is probably not going to like this post.
Extension?
Yeah, the phone numbers, links or URLs. It doesn't like that. It just decides, hey, you're not supposed to be doing that. You're only supposed to put that in the actual thing. So it's just one of those rules where if I'm sending this to Google My Business, I may have to send it a different way. But it doesn't matter really. Most of your people are not going to Google My Business to find your stuff.
I don't know
Where
how many
they're
people
gonna
do
find
anyway. So.
There are quite a few people actually now finding their way over there ever since we started posting a few things there, those events. But yeah, I don't think this is necessarily the thing you got to worry about right away. A first comment, I usually put in there something like BBCC hashtags. And this is where you could put a link because this is not going to go to Google My Business anyway. Hashtag battle on breast cancer.
Hashtag
Hashtag
Performax.
Performax.
I don't know what it's hashtag.
I guess that's tagging.
Yeah, golf. Yeah, that would be in a way.
Yeah, hashtag golf.
So this, if people are looking for golf outing,
Right. Hashtag maybe Lions
hashtag
Den. People may follow the Lions
Mhm.
Den.
Hashtag
Breakers.
Lions and
Hashtag Timber Point Golf Course.
Timber No, I went too far. So bottom line is you've got this in here, you've got your caption, and you've got your first comment. All right, and save. Come on. It's killing me.
So why is it reading? It says it say error in the top right corner there in that gold box.
This has nothing to do with this. Is
Okay.
your login isn't correct, or it means that your Chrome needs to be updated, probably. All right, so
Maybe on this computer.
yes, on this particular computer, it's not this. That's not for MyPostRotator. That's something else. All right, so your image is updated successfully, and you now have this box. Now, what you do after you have set up your content is you go to your scheduler. Your scheduler is now going to allow you to create a rotation-based bucket or a date-based bucket. Right? We're going to create a rotation-based bucket because we want pieces to come on here multiple times. So what we're going to do is we're going to schedule new rotation content. We're going to click that button right there, and we're going to choose the networks we're going to post to. Right now we're going to choose them all. We're going to choose the bucket that we're pulling from, and that's going to be BBCC fundraiser. Okay, and we're going to make this go every Tuesday and Thursday. We're going to talk about this right until, you know what about Monday, Wednesday, because it's going to happen on a Thursday.
Okay.
Okay.
But we already did it for today, so.
Did we? No, yes, that's right. So Tuesday and Thursday, it's going to post out, and it's going to, right now it's saying time of day, 15:13. That is 3:13 p.m. Let's change that to.
You don't want to do a weekend day?
You want to do it on the third day, or you want to choose a different day?
Choose a weekend day because people catch up on the emails and all that on the
Right.
weekend.
We'll do Sunday.
Okay. Just remember that this is going as many times as you click it, or as you set it up. So it's going to.
Well, what would you advise for something like this?
I would do it, like you said, 2 times
wanna
a week.
beat people up.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to do it too many times, but you do want it for them.
But do you want to capture those people who don't go on during the day, during the workday?
What generally happens is if they are following you guys, it'll pop up at some point during the day. The idea is that some of that stuff you want is to happen multiple times. Let's say Wednesday. That way, they see it the day before the actual thing happens, as well as on Saturday, which is a day when people would think about doing that sort of thing, right? So for this, we're going to say no.
Yeah, golfers are Wednesdays.
Yeah. Really? Is that a thing?
Yeah, Wednesday's a big golf day.
Okay, so Wednesday and Saturday at 10:10 a.m. And we
Well, maybe then it should go Tuesday so they could do it for what? Oh,
well, but it's happening on.
it's happening on Thursday.
Thursday,
Okay,
right? That's what I'm saying.
We're overthinking this.
Right. Yes, we are. Actually, that is so true. We are kind of overthinking it. It really doesn't matter. As long as you get it out a couple of times a week, you're good. And then click create rotation. And now you can see on June 29th at 10:10 a.m. that is going to be. So I'm probably going to end up changing this to a different time because we don't want 2 things to be posting at the same time. But this is the fundraiser that's now going to post every Wednesday and Saturday at 10:10 a.m. The BBCC tips. I'm going to change this very quickly. Just go in here and change this to be Monday and Thursday. Take out the Wednesday, take out the Sunday, and it's a tip. So let's even change that to 8 o'clock. Okay, and update the rotation. Right. And so when you go to your dashboard now, after that has been updated, come on, guy, I clicked it. Let's go. Ooh. Okay, let's just go to the dashboard. Okay, so why is that talking about Monday, June 27th? Oh, this is the one this is the one-off that
That's
we
the
did.
one we did. Yeah, the
Yeah.
single.
Okay, so that's the one. You see, it's very specific. It's like this, just this day,
Mhm.
and 3:51 p.m. So that is literally actually. We can do that. And
Is that just because it's posting once? The one is.
yeah, so that's what. Well, not just because it's posting once, but because it's basically set to say this is a calendar date. It's almost like you have a specific schedule, and that's why. That's
Oh,
happening.
and the other ones are the rotator.
The others on rotation, so you can see
Hello?
that. Yeah, so that's going to be in the rotation, and then
Hello?
this one's going to be in the rotation and separated apart. So
No.
Now in that one, I see the Twitter
Are
and the
you,
Instagram are lit up.
it's lit up
Vilma's
because
friend?
we chose it, but if there
Are
is
you a
no
friend of Vilma?
actual Twitter and LinkedIn connected, nothing is going to happen. Like
Okay.
we've told it, yes, if we ever connect those things, then we can. But when you're here
I'm
in the
gonna see
dashboard,
if I
this
have a
is actual,
translator available.
and it's like, no, you don't even
I can
have
call
that.
you
If you
back
want to post
in a
now,
little bit.
you're not going to be able to do that because you don't have that.
Okay.
I'm gonna
But
see if
this
she's
is
available.
saying,
Yeah, I
if you
don't
guys
know if
connected
she's
in
available
Twitter
to
by the time
translate
it's
right
10
now,
10
but
a.m.
I
on
will try.
Wednesday, then yes,
Now,
we'll push
question
it
for you.
Yes.
Okay. Let me try.
Can you set an end date?
Uh,
Because that guy is only good till
yes.
you don't want it posting after July
You
21st.
can post a one-off and tell it you only want it to go one time, but really what you should do is, unfortunately, you're going to have to come back in and go to your buckets
and take it out.
and then take it off or
Okay.
turn it off. Yeah, you'll turn
So
it
you
off.
need to manually.
Yeah, when after a fundraiser or whatever, you would turn it off, or you would go in here and like delete that particular image because your image is specific to 2022, and that event is not going to happen another time. So I would actually have most of them removed. Like so, in your fundraiser or your events section, I would just make it up. So remember that for the love of mom, I did that, and it's here, but
Mhm.
technically it's never going to run again because I told it I turned it off. So the
Okay.
pieces are still here, so you can go back and look at them if you want to, but you don't have to. Okay. So here we've got a content bucket for BBCC tips, BBCC quotes, and I want to pull in the evergreen one just to show you guys how that is done. So create content bucket again, and what I'm going to do is pull up the zip. This is the BBCC evergreen branding. I'm naming it the same thing it's named in Canva. Okay, I'm going to save that. We're creating that bucket. And now, instead of an individual piece like we did before, what we're going to do is pull up the zip file full of all of those images. So now it's asking us again to choose the file. So we're going to choose it. We're going to go to, I think it was downloads. There it is. So this obviously is the folder. We don't want the folder. We want the zip file. So we're taking the zip file. We're going to pull that up. And once it comes up here, you can see BBCC Evergreen brand content.zip. You also have to come over here and click the save button. So once you've clicked the save button, it's going to take a few minutes because it's 44, 46 pieces, I think, that are in there. Okay. But it is going to populate that bucket with all that information. So right now, as it stands, you actually have that too. But we're going to step out of here because it'll take a little while for it to do what it's supposed to do. However, what I do want to show you next is now that we have all of those pieces coming in here that we've uploaded via zip, the other thing that we need to do is prepare the captions. And the easiest way to prepare captions is to put them into a CSV, a comma separated spreadsheet file like this. And this one is the one for This is for your quotes, I think. Hold on a second. Nope, this is for your tips. So you had 25 pieces in the Babylon Breast Cancer Coalition tips.
Mm-hmm.
And what I did was, in the first column, you put the name of the file name actually goes in there. So it was 1.png, 2.png, 25 pieces, and they were all there. And then in the second column, you actually write what it is that you want to go up into the system with it.
And what's the difference between CSV and an Excel?
Okay. An Excel spreadsheet is the format that we use to move it between Excel software to another, right? It's very specific to that software. It is what it is. However, an Excel spreadsheet can be converted to a CSV or downloaded as a CSV.
Okay. So
It
right
is-
now, are you in Excel?
I'm in something that looks like Excel. This is
Is
actually
that Sheets?
this is Google Sheets.
Okay.
Very similar to Excel. In fact, it's kind of an Excel copy. They
Uh-huh.
don't have all the features in here, but they have most of the features in here. Google's not going to want to hear that on YouTube, right, guys? You're not going to want to hear that, but that's the truth. You're an
Uh-huh.
Excel copy, guys. You came up after them. So this is a free version of it. This spreadsheet lives in your Google Drive right now.
Okay.
So you own this. I can go into it whenever I want, but this belongs to you. And this is what a sample CSV would have looked like. I'm clicking on that. See, this is the image, and then you put your caption, first comment, etc., etc. This one is for the tips. There are 25 of them, and I created this and uploaded this already. This one is for the quotes. There are 99 BBCC quotes.
Mhm.
And you see these spaces here? That is
Mhm.
because these are the ones that you said, oh, we don't want this one,
Oh,
or we
those
don't
are
want
these.
that one.
Okay.
So you don't need those. So I didn't fill anything in here. But I basically have it set up. So
They're
these
placeholders.
are exactly, it's placeholders. So nothing's going to happen because there's nothing written in there. It's just going to come up as 0. And then the first comment would come up in here. And I'm going to show you how to edit all of the first comments at once, because there's a function to allow you to edit all the first comments together, because first comment is generally the place where you put links, hashtags, and keywords if you
Mhm.
want. So generally there's a place for that. So right now, this is one for BBCC quotes. This is one for BBCC tips. And I'm going to create another sample. I'm going to copy the sample CSV to make a copy for, here we go. We're going to duplicate this. And the one that we're going to do is the one that we just uploaded into the system, which is BBCC Evergreen. So right now it just has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, correct? But the idea would be then to go look at the content. And this is not something you have to do. I've pretty much done most of this already. I'm just letting you know that this is how I do it. So
you don't have to do that if it's a one flyer kind of a thing.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
The way we did it before was we went right into it and we typed it right in and we did it from there.
This is when you're doing multiple.
This is when you're doing a whole bunch and you don't want to go in there and click and then copy. Click, it would take such a long time, especially since this particular computer is kind of going slow. But this is what I would normally do. I would go into the Canva thing that I've created, Control A, which is to select all of the information here. Then I'd Control C to copy all of that information. And then I would take it and put it right into, what number is that? That one was number 8. So I would go into the caption here. Come on, buddy. Give me a little, okay. Give me a little love. Control A. So I select everything there, and I would go Control V and paste everything, or right click and paste. Either way, doesn't matter. But, okay, what's happening there? Oh, I know what happens. Sometimes on the first go, Canva is a little stingy with giving up its information. Hold on a second. I got to go back in here. Do this again. Control, copy. I might have to actually go right click and copy. Okay. Canva can be stingy. It doesn't always like
sharing.
Yeah. It's very, not doing it. All right.
Right click and do paste.
Yeah, that's what I. Oh, so maybe that's all it is. Yep, there you go. All right, so literally, this is how you would create. And I'd stretch that out. Jeez. Yeah, this doesn't matter. This is just for the way it looks, okay?
Mhm.
But this would be 8.png, whatever. And when I upload the CSV into the comma separated value file
Mhm.
into the system, then it would do. Okay, so let's refresh this because right now we're waiting on all that to come in. Let's refresh this particular page and see. These are all of the files for the evergreen content
Mhm.
that are now uploaded into the zip file. Took a little while, but it happened. You see, right now it's saying all of these captions are empty. Okay, and the one that we filled in one. We didn't fill in a lot of them, but we did fill in one. If I click, I'm going to download the CSV. Boy, speed's killing me. And download. Again, this is probably something you will never have to do.
Mhm.
But I'm just letting you know this is how I get it done. Boy. Okay. All right. It was a part of my brain that was like, oh, this might take 2 hours. It's fine. We're getting there. And now we're going to the question and answer section, and everything will be fine. Good. So here it is, my BBC MyPostRotator. And this is going to be very specific. Look, it's going to show in folder. See, BBC Evergreen. Look how specific it is. So you know it's the right one. Okay. And when we go into MyPostRotator here, we're going to go right to this little section that says CSV. You can't miss it. And we're going to choose a file. And that's it. And open. And save. This is real important because it's all the way on the far corner over here, but it's really important to click that save every time. And now look, while some of them, all we had was caption goes here, first comment goes here, it is now filling it in because all of these were empty previously, but now they're filled in. So, and once you do this, you can do it again. You can upload the same spreadsheet. Let's see, I'm trying to find the number 8. So it had all the information that we did put in there. Yeah, 46 of them. It's going to take a little while. I know, it's really slow.
Oh, it's Marianne. Hi, Marianne. Hi, good. It's Terry. I called your friend and left a message. I didn't get.
Okay, so it's found it, and as it's saying, this red button, basically that exclamation is it's too long for Twitter, so it wants you to actually come in here and edit it.
Okay.
So you see, this caption goes here, first comment goes here. That is literally what we were very literal and put this information here, but the whole information that was in the CSV pulled up, and then we would just have to
Yeah, and I don't know that she has a lot to do this week, so we got the clothing in from the United Breast Cancer Foundation that we're gonna
Because
try
you're
to
killing
sort
this
through. She's gonna
recording.
help
You're
with that.
not going to be
She
able to
has
use this
fun
recording.
doing
Or barely. All right. So
it. Yeah, and I think there's a mailing this week too. It's Marianne. You have things for Marianne to do. Wednesday's good.
Wednesday, hopefully I'll have the mailing or she can work on the clothing.
Yeah. Either the mailing, we have a mailing that's getting ready to get done too. So either that or the clothing, or yeah, we'll figure it out. Oh, geez. I know. Yeah. Oh, good.
Did you get down to the beach at all when you were in Jamaica?
yes, a couple of times, but that was not really. You know what I mean? That's not. What's going on? All right. First comment. Blah blah blah. We would put in our hashtags again. BBCC. X, answer, DIY.
Is that hard or?
Babylon back in there. All right.
Right.
And save.
Aww. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe that's why it didn't want me to use the watermark. I don't want to use the watermark either. So.
Wow. You would think it would make it go up.
And of course, I'm not using the watermark because we already have one.
Right. You
Because,
already
this is
created it.
this is custom
Okay.
content.
All
We
right.
won't have that
Sounds
problem. Okay.
Yeah, now I have her
so-
right here on my phone, so I will.
Once we've
You're welcome.
uploaded the content, then the next step would be to schedule the content and then basically come over here. See this piece that says hold?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wanted to show you that. So let me go back to that. That's messed up. All right, so this piece that says hold here, what we're going to do with this piece is delete it because this is not a piece that we actually want. Anything that we don't want in here, we can just click it and click delete and click OK. Say, for example, I put up all the captions in here, and for some reason you were able to come through and you say, Ryan, I don't like the words that you put in here for this particular one. You can literally come here and just click edit and make the changes to them individually. All right. I think there's at least one or two more that I didn't like or were not supposed to be in here at all. And the other thing is, you see, this is sponsors welcome, welcome. You see how they're one beside each other. What's going to happen is at the top of this, you can randomize this entire thing, and so that they're not beside one another. When I was building the content, I created sometimes 3 or 4 versions of the
Like
same
those garden
thing.
ones.
Exactly,
Yeah.
like the garden ones. But each one of them, when they post, we can post them at different times, different months, different parts of the year. And so just by having them there. So look at this. This is just a design that I created that I
You're
used
not gonna post that.
Yes, we're not going to post it. We're just going to delete that out of the system. So that's what I was saying. You don't waste your time like doing all of that there. You want to do it in here because this is the point where, okay, this is about to go out. And right now, none of this is scheduled to go out yet because it's just sitting in the bucket and doesn't have a
The CSV attached.
well, CSV is attached, but it doesn't have a schedule and time set to go out yet. So the function of one part, this thing is still, we're gonna have to read and see. Look at these
Quotes.
these quotes these are all from your clients who gave you guys like high praise. These, of course, you would also not want to go out one after the other. You'd rather want them to be in a different. So this little piece here, I'm going to delete that because that's another background thing. I was trying to include your your teal women. So yes, I created another set of backgrounds that work there. Oh, look at that. It's got a little ball in it. Maybe that's good for the golf outing. I don't think about that. All right. And so then we won't have just the one piece going out, right? It'll change up. The idea is to, if people see the same thing over and over and over again, they're like, oh, I saw that already, and they ignore it. But if you put up a design of the same information, but with a different color or a different
It may
design,
attract somebody else's attention.
exactly, it'll put their
Now,
attention.
remember
or
when
make
we
them
were
look at it
setting
a
up
second
the
time.
board of directors? I just saw that. I wanted to do a meet our board.
Yes.
So I have pictures of everybody.
Great.
And I have little blurbs, like a fun fact.
Right.
So most of them were serious facts, why they came to, some of them were fun.
Great.
How do I send that to you? What's the best way?
So you just email it to me regardless. And what I'll do is I'll put that into this design that we have, but then add it to these, because even though we have used the zip file and pulled these in here, we can add individual items one by one, or another zip file of additional items to this continuously until forever and ever. This never has to end.
So the evergreen, it would just, and then if like a board member say left, we can just delete that slide.
Exactly. You take it right out of here. This information is no longer relevant. Look, this piece here is no longer. This is your brand and style sheet. You don't need that. I need that. Keep it where I have it, but you guys don't need it. Say, for example, you stop doing research. You could come over here and you just delete that caption and take it out. But the bottom line is, right now, for each of these pieces, there is a file name. And I know what that file name is because I can literally go over to the folder and look and see the file name here, 5, 19, 20, blah, blah, blah. But I could also come in here and see the file name. See, it's 8. It's page 8. So this is going to be 8.j.png. And then the only thing that I would do is when I'm ready, I'll come in here. I'll change what this is. I'll download the CSV, and then I'll upload it again, and it'll overwrite whatever captions we've already put in there. So when I'm finished doing the other, I've already done it for the brand, for the quotes. I've already done it for the tips. That information is already in there. I know this is long and it seems like confusing, but I think the most important part for you guys to understand is you've got buckets of information that's in here. You've got captions that you can upload at any point in time, and then you have schedules that will allow you to see what is going on. And then to know exactly what's happening really soon, you click the dashboard and it shows you what's coming up next by date. So this is coming out. This is going to happen at 3:51, and then this is going to disappear from you. You're not going to see it again, right? And then that's going to post Wednesday at 10:10 a.m. and that'll be up there. Thursday, you get your first tips. Okay, your first set of tips are going to go out, and then your Saturday these are go. So right now, this is just. I think your tips are just set for Thursday, and I think it was Monday. But you have 100 other pieces of quotes. You have 50 pieces of evergreen pieces. So I kind of overdid it. You've got a lot of content, more content than you actually need, because the deal is normally 200 for that price. But I think I've maybe created 400 or 500 pieces, and so it seems like it's a little overwhelming. That's a lot of information, but the truth is, this, if you want to simplify, you're coming to your dashboard. You can see exactly what is posting, when it's posting. You can go to your scheduler and see which buckets are coming. So rotation based schedule is here. So you've got your fundraiser. You've got your tips. Right now, you only have that one piece.
The tips are starting on.
They're starting. The next one is June 30th at 8:08 a.m. Yeah, you could click in here. You click on the action to edit, and it will show you exactly. So networks to post. It's got all of the networks. It's going to post
Okay.
at 8:08 in the
So
morning.
they're posting on Mondays,
Monday
Wednesday.
and Thursday.
Thursday.
Thursday is the way
Okay.
it is set up. But I'm
Okay.
telling you, if we get more things in here, then you don't necessarily have to. You could do it a different time. But tips are important because obviously you want to show education, right?
So
That's
ideally,
important.
would you have tips twice a week, evergreen twice a week, questions twice a week, events twice? Like,
Okay, this is
do we
this is
set
why
up
I'm
a calendar?
this is why I'm here with you. Exactly. So let's get a piece of paper and think about what we'd like, because what do we have versus what we would like to have happen, right?
Mhm.
So let's think about when things could happen. Now, if you want, remember we were talking about jokes and funnies and that sort of stuff. We can definitely have that. That's good for Friday, right?
Mhm.
You have an event coming up. You like to post. Right now, we're doing it for what was it? Wednesday,
And Saturday.
Wednesday and Saturday. So that's your event post. And by the way, understand, I'm telling it to do it one time on Monday and one time on Thursday at 8:08 for this particular schedule. But I could create another schedule with this same information and run it at a different time on different set of dates.
You could actually post twice a day if you had something.
Absolutely. If I wanted to do the absolute, no question. You can create as many buckets as you want with as much different kinds of content.
Let me ask you though, if say the Performax, right? We wanted to post, I don't, but say you wanted to post morning and evening.
Yes.
How would you, is there a way to do that? Or do you have to create a separate bucket to do it twice a day?
You would just create a separate schedule, not a separate bucket. So, hold on, let me just update this, make sure that we have it right.
Yeah, that went out today, that one? Because I don't see it yet.
No, nothing has.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I thought we did it immediately.
No. What happened was because it's 8:08, we just changed the schedule.
Okay.
This was actually going to run on Wednesday and something else, but what happened is we moved it because we didn't want it to run on the same date that we were running the Performax. So we just moved it currently. So right now you've got your scheduler. So yes. So when you go to you don't have to change the bucket, but you have to change the schedule. Right. So you go to your scheduler, you go to rotation, and you can create a new schedule from the same buckets. Any bucket you want, you can choose a new schedule, but it's only one bucket at a time. So say I wanted to create another schedule from the Performax, so that's the BBC fundraiser, right? And say I didn't want to post it on I could have set it up so that I don't want it to post on some networks. I just wanted to post on these networks on different days. So now we're going to do, what were we doing? Wednesday and Saturday. Now we're doing, Thursday and Monday. And then we could change the time too to make it whatever time. So yes, you can make as many different schedules and pull from different buckets as you feel. And then you can create different buckets that only do certain things. So you can literally create a bucket just for what you were going to talk to me about, the board
members,
and just have that. And literally, I have a client who does that because he's got 20 attorneys on staff, and every Wednesday he posts about an attorney, and so that is going to last him. Each attorney is going to get posted 2 times this year, because it 25 times, 52 weeks in a year. So every Wednesday he has an attorney, and that prints out. So that's what happens. So you could do it like that. You could do it every other week. You can create your buckets basically anyhow you want. It's just a matter of you're deciding to set up the schedule, how you set up the schedule, and how you set up the buckets and the rotation. And like I said, these are rotating. Let's get out of this.
I know I stepped away for a minute.
Okay, what you miss?
When you go into schedule something, does it show you when everything else is scheduled, or only within that bucket you're in?
See, right here is where you would have to schedule. So
schedules.
Right as you're scheduling, it literally says to you, oh, the next one is that run at that time.
Oh,
Say you wanted
okay.
to know,
right.
but you're right. That's why I take a piece of paper and I'll say, okay, I know what's happening this date, and then set it up like that. Or sometimes I even build it into your custom content because
Right.
I'll say, okay, what are we going to put on when? I have memes and jokes that post 2 times a day on I Love Babylon.
Mm-hmm.
I've got one that does shop local on I Love Babylon and Long Island's Greatest. I've got one that's is like for the news, which actually is a link. Like we put a link in there, and that's that's a one shot. That really doesn't, repeat. That's a one shot that we take from. Is basically a date based thing, but it goes in here once at a time.
Okay.
So it's really a matter of what your preference is. So yes, you're asking, hey, what does that happen? But and again, we are posting 1 time a day. A lot of people post 2 times, 3 times a day. You can post something inspirational every morning, and literally, I think you have that. So here at the bottom of content, yes, you can create your own buckets because you guys actually requested a custom bucket to be built. But in here, pre-built buckets, I have given you access to a few different things. This is the 2022 holiday social post. This is engagement. This is kind of weird. It depends on what you're doing. This one was, I don't know why you guys got the Father's Day dad jokes, but whatever. So those are in here. This is another set of generic or general memes, jokes that's in here. I don't know why you got this one either, senior living, but it doesn't matter. And this is 180 health and fitness social post. I know for specifically that I sent those up because I was like, okay, sometimes people want to care for themselves, of course, when they have this situation. So this is health and fitness. But bottom line is, you can get, if I send you the list of all of the different posts that are done for you, posts that are in the thing already, it's about 45 of them, but literally it's all types of things like motivational posts, inspiration, and then you go to specific niches. So you have accounting, you have attorney, you have power washer, you have all these different things that you can put in there, but you wouldn't need those because obviously you guys are doing what you do. But the idea is that that if you need that kind of stuff and you want something to post a little bit more, that you can get that. As a matter of fact,
This is something I had sent you a while ago.
Okay.
Like just my ideas, like
Oh,
weekly.
Look at that.
I can take a copy of this.
No, don't. Okay,
Yeah, I
Monday,
can make a
upcoming
copy.
events, volunteers needed. Okay, so that's 1, 2 posts. Perfect. No, I'm good. I remember this because this is a long time. This is before we even got started, right?
This was March.
Yeah. That's a long while. All right, so Monday, you've got events and volunteers.
Right. And we have like a volunteer information sheet
Of course.
that like we could post up there,
Great.
you know.
And
Now, not to say you have to do it both of these every day, but if you don't have something, you block that in.
Exactly. You would block it in. Tuesday. What you got there?
Education and information.
Okay. So is the Be Smart actually happening? Because at one point I think you guys took out the Be Smart. Is that still happening?
No, I think it's in there.
Okay. So
I think we took out the gift of health
okay.
because we didn't want people asking for it.
Right.
Okay. So
And SOS we took out.
Okay. So education could also be tips. I could see that.
Reconstruction, mammograms, GYN awareness, breast density.
Okay. So this
Make
is
you a copy of this.
okay.
To make your life easy.
Well,
Write it all down.
I don't know. What I'm saying to you is I don't have all of that built into
Right.
your content right now, but the idea is that I understand exactly where you're going with it in that here's your column, here's your day. Let's put that information in on those days or dates, your buckets. So your buckets right now are
4 o'clock. I gotta get on a translation call with this.
Okay.
Caroline is available.
I understand. What's
There was a
translation?
client that tried to Spanish.
Oh,
I've got 3 new clients don't speak English.
okay.
It's tough because we don't speak Spanish.
I know.
You don't have a translator at all?
I have somebody. Yes, she's available at 4 to did the translation for it.
Good. That's
So those
good.
were just like things I wanted covered and ideas. I'm not
Right.
married to the.
No, of course, and the
But-
truth is, you don't even have many of these.
I know we don't even have some of
Yeah,
that stuff.
some of these
But
don't
this
have.
is again going back to March before we.
Yeah, before we even got started
Started.
with whatever happened. But yeah,
Right.
who we
And
are,
then-
what we do, and where does your contribution do. This is great. This is basically the generic, the evergreen posts that
Right.
are here. Your awareness, vision of Hope Gardeners, or research. Great. Do we have some research information? Get that. Articles of it. The thing is, it's not that you can't post this stuff. All of this stuff exists. It's just a matter of making it into the buckets exactly you want, or how you would like those buckets to be made. Because literally in this evergreen branding piece,
You got a bunch of different.
you've
You covered
got
different things.
yeah, and it could go. This could literally be set up to go every day, because it's kind of taken over all of these
Right.
different things that you're talking about.
Right. And like I said, I'm not married to this. This was just when we first started talking.
Right.
I
Right. No,
went
no,
through
it's
what
good.
do we want to cover?
It's
How
good
do we
because
want?
yeah, we learned a word from the board. See, here's a monthly situation. This is exactly how you'd want it to go, like a word from the board on a monthly basis, volunteer in a spelling. And the way you would do a monthly piece would be to say, okay, I've got this piece, I put it up, and it will be once, but it would happen once every month.
So if you
or so.
created instead of like the evergreen
Mhm.
in the bucket, we could create a monthly, like a board monthly.
Of course,
And then we could have the bios on each board member, their fun fact, the picture,
absolutely,
and
absolutely.
just post
And then you
once a
have that
month
up.
a picture of a board member.
Exactly.
Me, Karen.
Right.
All right,
Karen
exactly.
Kunkel Funk.
Is that what you guys call her?
She's getting,
getting
married,
married.
to
A guy named Funk?
So she's going to be
Seriously?
Kunkel Funk.
And she didn't see that as
I don't know if that's what she may just drop the Kunkel because she divorced Kunkel, so she may not be married to the
Right.
Kunkel.
well.
but-
So first of all, I did not know that she was single. So when did that happen?
long time ago.
like
Oh, okay.
years ago.
Okay, so
She was supposed to get married, 2 years ago? And it got
Yeah.
it
postponed.
didn't work out the way it was. It was the same guy, Funk?
Yes.
Same guy.
Oh, okay,
His
okay.
kids are younger than her kids,
Yes.
and it just wasn't a good time to meld because they were still in school, high school.
Well, but also 2 years ago was COVID. That's the beginning
Yeah,
of COVID.
it was
anyway.
Maybe it was
yeah,
like 3 years
yeah.
ago.
I think it was just going into
They
COVID.
decided to postpone because his kids, they didn't want his kids moving into her house, and her
Yeah,
kids were still
They
home
wouldn't
at that
be
point.
able to coexist. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Right.
now, his kids are off in college. Her son is still in college. I think he still lives with her.
Okay.
The daughter lives elsewhere, so Kunkel Funk.
You also needed me to. You
Yes.
want to switch something before I get on
let me
this
get
call.
okay. So here's the deal. Let's go. When we are starting this whole thing, and I know this is going to conk out on me very soon because StreamYard
Oh yeah.
maybe does an hour and a half, but after
Oh.
that it gets a little weird. All right, so whatever. See, the social networks are here,
Okay.
and whenever I am setting this up for your social networks, it because I was connected to it, it
Right.
did this.
So you
But
want to connect me?
I'm going to
or
disconnect,
Cassidy? Now, what would you need? What information do you need?
and then you're going to have to sit here and do that. It's going to connect.
So I have to use my own password,
gotta log
my own
into
Facebook,
Facebook, yeah,
password.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Cassidy's
Would you
gonna
prefer to do that on your computer?
It doesn't matter.
No, I'm just saying.
I don't
I-
even know what my password is. Oh, so how do I All right. So what do you want me to?
Yeah, exactly. You'd have to do all of that. Yeah.
What is my Facebook?
And so
password?
Cassidy's going to need to do this too.
Yeah.
Have 2 admins.
Otherwise, it'll be.
What
or
about you?
Ca-
But
No,
don't you
you,
need-
only need one admin to go in here and set it up. We don't need multiple people.
All right,
only
is Cassidy available that we can get her password to log her in? We need her Facebook password.
I thought you were going to. You're the main.
No, I'm off. No, I'm not. There is no main. It doesn't matter. I could take myself out of there and nothing happens. But this way, it looks like the posts are coming from Cassidy.
Do you want them to come from Cassidy? Okay.
They
then
can't
she-
come
Cassidy
from
is
Babylon
social
breast
media.
cancer.
No.
No.
This is in the group. In the group, it looks like a person. If it is going to the page, it just says Babylon breast cancer. Yes. So yes, it does. Most times it's going to look like Babylon breast cancer. It's just when it goes into a group, it's going to say a person.
Isn't your Facebook page connected to all the different groups?
Cassidy's is not either.
How many different groups do you guys have?
The only group is Cassidy set up that.
Oh, I thought you were connected to all those different
No.
moms groups and.
I'm connected
Oh,
to.
no.
It's different. It's a different
It's
situation.
only the one
right?
that you're adminning. Those other ones that are
Cassidy's the admin for that group. I am
Okay.
not.
Okay, so we have to get Cassidy to.
Okay. All right, so I am going to. I should not have taken you off.
Here, wait. Here, just use me for now, but we got to switch it to Cassidy.
Okay.
Um,
You're gonna give me this right? Okay.
I'm looking up my password. Give me a second.
You can type it in. And what email do you use for your?
Lindy.
I do not.
LA. Yeah. And I hope Chris isn't together.
Sorry about the hot seat.
It saves it, that I don't. I just make sure.
Oh man.
So then, like seasonally, I had the ribbon order forms, our scholarship information.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that you would set up.
Oh, it's so delayed here. How did you work with this?
Yeah. Thank you. It's not me. Oh my gosh, the whole time I'm looking. So for something like that, you
I
would
can't.
go in and set.
That could almost be an event.
I would create a bucket, and then from that bucket, I would schedule out different individual dates or specific things. Okay, this is going to post on this day or whatever.
Okay.
Or yes, like an event is like one thing that
Yeah.
happens one time.
Because like the brick
Look at
order
that. It's
forms
type it
can
in.
go all
Yeah,
year
it's very
round.
slow.
We sell bricks all year,
Okay.
but the ribbons would go
Only during
only in
October.
no, like September, October.
Okay, so yes, the brick should be up there like on a regular basis.
So would brick go in with evergreen, or would we put that into a monthly post?
we can create. I think we should create a bucket
A monthly
specifically for like promotions. And so yes, it would be a monthly thing in that it would post if we have 4 pieces, okay? If you put 4 pieces in a monthly bucket, then each of those pieces would post once a week every 4 weeks. Does that make sense?
But
Every 4 weeks. You have 4 pieces in a bucket. That's all you have in the bucket. And you tell it, post one of those promotional pieces every, say, Wednesday. It doesn't matter what day.
okay.
That is going to post one Wednesday, then the next Wednesday, then whatever those 4 pieces
Yeah.
are, each one is going to post. So that's technically a monthly bucket.
Okay. So like the word from the board, the meet
It's
the
not
board.
correct password.
Right.
Would that be a monthly thing so that each week one person posts?
You want one person post a week so that it would be a weekly bucket.
So I should create a weekly bucket too.
Yeah, it'd be a weekly bucket, so that would happen.
Okay.
Yeah. And when it gets to be too much or when they've been there multiple times, you just pause it for a little while and then unpause.
I just got to do forgot password. Remember what all that problem I had with
Yes, you were
the account? I was changing the password every 5
Told me
minutes.
about that. Yes.
Send code via email.
All right.
Continue.
So we
Oh,
still
that's
have
good.
work to be done, but I
Yeah.
just want to be able to tell them, okay,
And things are going to start. In fact,
starting this week, you're going to start seeing stuff actually on the 30th at 8 a.m.
Yeah, we might have just missed that one piece because 3:50 p.m. That one piece that we just set up is
Yeah.
3:50, and I think we just disconnected the Facebook, so maybe I want to go.
Oh.
But we'll check and see. I'll
Okay.
check
Okay.
and see. But regardless, it's going to happen again on Wednesday. Or is it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday and Saturday. That golf piece is going to
Right.
play. So
Right.
it's fine. It's
So I'm
fine.
going to tell them it's launching this week. Check your Facebook and
Yeah, just say hello. Just like everything they see, and then
Mhm.
invite other people to come and take a look.
like and invite.
Yeah,
Okay.
and repost in groups that don't belong to the Babylon Breast Cancer group because. See, that's what I'm saying. Maybe you should do it on your computer. I'm assuming.
I don't save it.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No.
But at least it might still say, okay, we kind of know who this computer is.
Okay, so yeah, repost in your groups so that you just keep expanding the reach.
So yeah, other people see it from wherever it is. Yeah, just click share and share it to different groups and whatever. And then by that way, everybody else will get to see it. Now, what else do we have? We've got your events. We've got your education. We've got special project. Basically requests for donations or whatever it is. And we can break those up too. Like I have 2 pieces in there that are like, these are the ways you can donate, but we can literally break up each piece and say, have you donated? Here's PayPal. Here's how you donate by PayPal and give them the link. Have you donated? Here's a way to donate by Amazon Smile and give them a link. I think I did do one for Amazon Smile and one for the brick. But basically, yeah, that should be, no question, there should be a post every week that requests some sort of donation. Yeah, no question. At least once a week. I would say twice. We have this formula that has been given to us by this one social guy. Seems to work. And it's almost like boxing. He's like jab, 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 right hook. Then
Now I already put in my 6-digit code. I have to put it in again?
hold on. It's just slow. Look, it's clicking in.
Okay.
So jab, 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 hook,
Hook.
jab, 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 hook.
Yeah, I'm gonna go jab, 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 hook, jab, jab, hook again. And so that way you have 7 days out of the week and literally they don't expect it. Because if you do it, jab, 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 hook, jab, 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 hook, they know it's coming and they expect it. But if you hit them twice with the hook, whatever the hook is, it's basically an ask. It's an ask. We're going to give you this. We're going to give you this. We're going to give you this. Now, can you give us something? And the reciprocation, we have this whole thing as humans that we want to reciprocate. Oh, she got in. All right. So
now, what do I need to do?
So now the idea would have been to get to my post-rotator. I can't find it. All right. So, hold that down. Click and hold it down. All right. Go to MyPostRotator right there. Okay. Because now you're logged in. Facebook is going to hold on to that. Good. So click connect.
Okay.
And say continue as Terry. Even profile picture and email address.
See, we could have used you too, right, Beth?
I'm not an admin on the account.
I don't think. Just continue, right?
Yeah. Oh, wait. It says friends.
Who can see social posts to your timeline? Friends.
Timeline. That's different, yeah. And choose what you allow. No, it's fine. Continue. I got a client who's every time it runs, it kicks him off. I was like, what is going on with you? All right, now you're going to select. You just have to wait.
We should have rebooted this computer right away.
I think
that's what happens it'll
when
happen occasionally when I come in.
Okay.
And I'll just reboot it and it works.
Okay. Select it again. Click and see that. One time.
Now Instagram isn't even up there.
Not yet, because it has to connect to the business, and it will say, is this business connected to an Instagram business account? And then it'll say yes, and then you'll see a thing that pops up and it'll say, oh, here we go.
There we go.
Breast cancer. And hold on one sec. Now select business.
Here.
Yes. Okay, and now the Instagram thing should come up. Okay, and click that button to say
Instagram?
yes.
It says no.
Click it. Hold on, it's just taking time. Very low, slow. Yes, good. And now here, going to select. That's for the group.
See, I'm not.
No,
we have the information
for the Instagram though.
We have the.
So look at all of those groups you were in. Okay, so now you're looking for. It should be in caps.
Which one am I looking for?
It's the.
Instagram?
Okay.
It's Rock the Raffles.
Yes. Unless we have another one. You guys have another one?
It's just called Rock the Raffles, right?
Yeah, I think it's Rock the Raffle. BBCC Rock
Is
the
it
Raffle. Or, something like
BBCC?
Yeah, I think it is BBCC.
or is it the BBCC?
No, it's not BBCC. It would be there.
It must be the. Scroll
Or
over.
it's
This
just
is
rocks. Oh, I hate that. So slow. Come on.
What's the Jones Beach Club?
You don't need to know that.
I guess
Beth.
not. I guess not.
You don't
It's the
know.
Outer Beach.
She's in all kinds of clubs.
She is. She doesn't want us to look too closely.
No, what are you doing? So she was like,
Life
maybe-
after breast cancer.
Yeah.
Come on. See, this is what Cassidy needs to do, and that's how I get them all to go out there. A lot of these groups are not for me; they were for joining them for the.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, literally,
But there's just not enough hours in a day.
when these posts, yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
That's the other thing. You kind of have to be careful too, though. If you put too many, yes, if you put too many out there, it
Yeah,
shuts
they
down
shut you.
anyway.
Yeah,
Put you in Facebook jail.
yeah.
Mm.
Rock the
You and
raffles.
Donald
Come
Trump.
on.
You're not part of Rocks the Raffles?
I'm not an admin.
No, but you definitely are in it.
Yeah,
So if at minimum, what it is doing right now is showing you everything.
yeah.
It
But-
is the BBC.
That's what I'm looking at, but it won't scroll. It's
It's
Very slow.
really slow. It's tired. It's like, Ryan's been beating us up.
There it is. The BBCC Rocks the Raffle. Hold on one second. Let's see if it did it. Oh, okay. Select group. And then and I've actually done that already, so don't worry
Okay.
about that. I
Now,
added
how
the-
to add Insta?
It's right here. It says post to Instagram. It's already connected.
Oh,
See?
and it already knows our Instagram login and everything?
If what is supposed to happen is if your Instagram is properly connected as a business page to your Facebook page, it will immediately post to Instagram. The problem is I do not know if that is the case with
How will we
what's
find
it?
that out?
Yeah, she's going to have to log in. Whoever is already logged into that thing is going to have to go there. Oh, Tony Ann is going to send me. Okay, good. Whoever is already logged into that, she'll have to go in from her phone and make sure that it's still connected. We'll do this.
yeah.
We'll-
Cassidy.
I'll
I
double
never linked the two. She did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll-
I got to make that quick
All
call.
right,
yes,
make that
yes.
call.
It's after 4.
Okay.
Sorry,
So you're
we got you all involved in this.
okay. We
So yeah, bottom line is it is to some extent connected. We just have to make sure that it's connected on the other side. It believes right now that it can post to Instagram.
it would tell you there'd be alert notice
Yeah,
there if it
you do.
couldn't.
Yeah, if you want to go on my page and look if on the it's toggled to the BBCC.
Yeah,
Brian
let's
can
try.
see.
Yeah, let's try push something out right away and see what happens. Dashboard. Let's get some content.
Change that one-time Performax to now.
Yeah, let's just push it out. The one-time performance is probably gone. Oh, here it is.
Post now.
Let's see. Saying Monday, June 27th. That's today. It's beautiful, right? To be able to just click it and say, I need this to go right away.
Right.
It's saying 12 a.m. All right, so I clicked it, and what should happen is something up here should come up and say, your content has been scheduled, and not the D, which drives me nuts. Come on. All right, let's go take a look.
Your content has been scheduled.
Yeah,
Don't say D.
yeah, the D is left off. Listen.
Can't make this shit up.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not going to complain to the CEO of the company because when I talk to the guy who owns the company, that's who I talk to. I'm not going to talk to him about a D that's left off of the thing.
But it bugs you.
Yeah, it does, because I'm one of those people who's like very specific about language.
Hi,
Mm.
Carolina. Thank you so much. I'm good. All right. Yeah, I know. All right. So I really just know from Vilma that she's been diagnosed, and I have an application in front of me. So I'm gonna just fill out as much as I can. First, we'll find out what she's been diagnosed with and when, and then I have her. I'll confirm her address, and I have her phone number here, and then we'll see what kind of help it is she's looking for, and if she has anyone at all in the family that can possibly translate, going forward. This way, if I need to, touch base with her, she needs transportation. I don't know what it is that she's looking for at this point. All right, I'm gonna get going. Thank you so much.
Imagine how loud that is down there. That's how you can tell we're getting old. I can like feel that vibration. There it is.
See,
4max.
but why they come as me?
Was that 20 minutes ago? It was still you.
Oh, it would have still been me 20 minutes ago. Okay. So the one that I just clicked on hasn't happened yet. It was kind of fast.
What about on our BBCC page? Like that's the Rock the Raffle page. What about the regular BBCC
let's see.
Hello, hold on.
Facebook page?
Right.
Okay, so Carolina is here, and Glenda should be here. I'm sorry.
Lo siento.
I always say Carolina.
Solamente
I'm
poquita
so
español,
sorry.
pero I could possibly have done.
Yes.
It's been a long time though.
Oh no, thank you. I'm sorry. Aw.
It's like riding a bike.
Yeah, it's one of those things like
I mean, I never really was fluent in Spanish, but I took Spanish all through, high school, and I still know words, you
Right.
know.
Of course, I can read it. The question is, would I
You
be
can
able
speak
to?
it.
Yeah.
And
well
the problem
enough.
is too, when you're talking about medical things, it's not words that you typically would have had 3 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it definitely went through. The problem is,
Okay.
she's probably right. She's not an admin
Okay. All right. So
of
what-
that.
what
We
was
have to
she
make her an
diagnosed
admin, or
Of-
you an admin
Of what?
of that BBCC Rock the Raffles group.
Oh, Cassidy is the admin of that.
Yeah, I
Cassidy
think I'm
created
happy
that.
one too. All right, so you need to make one of those. All right, I'm going to turn this recording off.
is
I think
it
it's a
considered
bust.
ovarian?
I don't
It's a
think
bust.
this.
That
Yeah,
spread
Well, I
to the
think
uterus,
that you
or
pretty
did it
much-
start in the uterus?
Yeah, I
Just
covered
went
everything.
over what you did this
Assuming
morning
it's
in that
ovarian.
30-minute. You
yeah.
expanded it.
I just wanted your
Okay.
questions, and we kind of got
Right.
away with all of that. So I'm going to stop this. I'm going to end it. And people in that group are like, "What is going on, Ryan?"
Well, I don't know who's in that group.
No, not in this group. In